Good evening, everybody. So, thought I'd fill you in on crazy last couple weeks we've had. So, it's been interesting. So, last time we hosted, we went on the cruise out of Texas, and then the plan was after we got back, we were going to go to my wife's sister and her husband's house in Texas, which we did after the cruise, and then we're going to head up to our where we grew up as children and adults for most of our lives. We're originally from Iowa, so I've lost my parents over the years, and Julie has lost her dad, and I lost a brother also over the years. So we decided to go up to Iowa. Also, we were going to help Julie's sister and her husband work on a rental property that they're trying to get ready to sell. So that was the plan as it started. So we took off out of Texas, and we were trying to avoid storms on the way up. That was like a week ago when Texas was having some really bad storms. And we shot over through Texarkana, spent a night in Texarkana. And boy, I tell you, we picked a doozy for a hotel one night. It was in Texarkana. I won't mention the brand. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. It was pretty bad. It was one of the worst hotels that I've stayed in years. We made it through the night and headed over. We went over to Hot Springs because, as you know, we sold our place in Arizona, and basically we don't have a place called home right currently, other than the truck and the back of the truck, I guess. So we stopped in Arkansas because we were thinking about maybe something in Arkansas. My dream's always been like, we got a chance. We lived over in Parker and the Colorado River, but we weren't directly on the water. We were off. We could see the river from our balcony. We couldn't afford anything on the river, and even lately it's even got worse over there. So we sold that place and been kind of looking to find a home base where we're going to spend out, I guess, the rest of our years, I guess. Maybe not. I guess it depends. We got 2 kids in Arizona still. And we got one up in Idaho. And we're just trying to find some place we can call home, I guess. So we looked at some stuff in Hot Springs, and I don't know if I can deal with the humidity. Arizona's hot. Summertime in Arizona. Phoenix and Parker, where we're at, and Lake Havasu, 110 for 30 days straight in the summertime, 117, 119 sometimes, and we were just kind of tired of that heat. So we sold that place, and opportunity to sell because there's plenty of people in California that want to live in Arizona. So we had the opportunity to sell it, and we sold it. Don't know if it was a good idea or not. I guess we'll find out in the long run. So this might be a long story. I'm sure some of you can relate. Life is life, So we looked at some stuff in Hot Springs. I kind of like Arkansas. I mean, I'm more on the, I guess, laid back. Don't want hassle. Don't want people. Just, chill. And Arizona's way too much traffic anymore for me. Going to be 64 and tired of traffic, tired of people being mean, driving. It's just, so. And Arkansas is supposed to be, pretty good on taxes and one of the less expensive places to live. So we checked it out. I mean, anytime you get near a lake, it's going to cost more money. So that's one thing I have to take into consideration. We're not. Julie's still working, and I find odds and end jobs and things like that as we hopefully travel along. So maybe someday the channel will take off and do some, get some revenue from that too. So who knows? But we found a couple places in Hot Springs. Found a cute little, they called it a condo, but it was standalone, tiny home, I guess you can call it, in a HOA. I'm not king on the HOA stuff. We've had a few places, and I mean, just depends how HOAs are. Some good. You gotta take the good with the bad. Some of the people who run them are a little bit power hungry sometimes, and I know, but I'm not a big person about wanting to take care of my own yard, I don't think, anymore. So I don't know, but we found a cute little place. It was old. It was, I mean, not terribly old. It was built in 1950, I think. So a little bit older than me, but needs work. Wasn't a bad price. HOA wasn't terrible. It was on the lake. He had an opportunity to have a boat slip in there, so still kind of looking at that. I don't know. It was pretty hot and humid when we were down there. I don't know if I want to trade the hot heat for the humid and less heat, I guess. Depends on which way you look at it, versus dry heat versus humidity. And there is a difference. And people live in Florida, Texas, grew up in Iowa, there's humidity there, versus Arizona, where you get some humidity during June, July, August during monsoon season, but nothing like the Midwest and down in Florida and Texas. So I don't know what we'll do. Anyways, we mosey our way on up to Iowa, and don't know if I still do, best friend I grew up with, known him since I was probably 18 years old. Been through the good and bad with him, and told us we could hang our hat there for as long as we wanted to when we were in Iowa. So I think we stayed with him about 3 nights, and then his girlfriend wanted us out. Don't know why, don't know what we did. Won't get into the whole story, but we left. So don't know if I don't think we did anything wrong. Who knows? But maybe he'll reach out, maybe not. Saw my sister when we were in town. Didn't get a chance to see my brother. We were only there for 4 days, I think. Got to visit the cemeteries like I wanted to. Didn't get up in northeast Iowa that I wanted to visit some of the other cemeteries of my grandparents. Also I ran out of medication, which I thought I covered my bases, dotted my I's, slashed my T's before I left town. Knew I was going to run out of medication on the road. It's a medication that, you know, they said, oh, no problem. And I've got it filled in other states in prior years, and this time it didn't work out. I couldn't get a doctor, couldn't get a pharmacy. I had a refill on it, and pharmacies wouldn't fill it. And it's a prescription, helps me sleep. So ran out when we were in Iowa. There was a few nights I didn't sleep very good, and didn't know how I was going to get it filled. And doctors were telling me one thing, pharmacy was telling me something else. So we were also going to help Julie's sister and her husband on their house. We did somewhat. I mean, we were planning on doing more, but they were trying to get ready to sell. So got the roof cleaned up. It was needed a lot of leaves and mud and stuff stuck up on there from not being cleaned over the years, and started pressure washing the side of the house, and Julie worked in the yard, so we got some stuff done, and I think they're doing pretty good because they've working their way along, got some people to help them out, hired some people to get it cleaned up, so I'm sure they'll get that figured out. But we had to travel from Iowa clear back to Phoenix so I could get my refill done. Got that filled, and at that time I went back to the doctor again, said, hey, look, you know, we discussed this prior to leaving, there was going to be no issues, and it turned into being issues. How can we fix this going forward, because we're going to be gone through the summer, because, you know, we have plans to travel and try to find a place that we want to live, and they finally came up with a plan, and I think it's figured out for the time being. So, you know, I think it was a $4 refill, and we drove from Iowa to Arizona to get a $4 refill on prescription. So it was interesting, but got it done, got accomplished. Don't know if I lost a friend. Don't know if they'll ever talk to me again. Hopefully, if Julie's sister and her husband sees this video, hopefully they're not upset at us. But I need to get some sleep, and I need to get that medication filled. So got it done, and got back on the road. Went up to northern Arizona, stopped in Lake Powell, and there's a video on some short videos on that. Now we're in Kanab, Utah. Thought we were going to do some camping, and it's just stinking hot even up here. I mean, it's 100 degrees up in Kanab, Utah. So Julie found a little Airbnb, because you can't afford staying in hotels every night. We wouldn't have any money. So Kanab's a cute little town. They're kind of can't afford. I mean, we thought about living maybe in this area too, but can't afford anything over here anymore either. It's been kind of invaded also. So they've kind of turned it into. I talked to some local people in town. They're driving them out. They can't afford to live here anymore, and they've turned the good old small town living into. It kind of reminds me of like Sedona or Santa Fe. Nothing against it, anybody that, but there's some of you on here know what I mean when I say Santa Fe and Sedona. what they're turning it into. So I'm not an artsy fartsy type of person, not into fancy foo food, nothing like that. Don't need to be vegan, GF or whatever that, and VG and and gluten free and vegan, and vegetarian. I'm just good old meat and potatoes guy from Iowa. So it is what it is, and it seems to be more like that all the time. But we'll keep on moving on. So we're here for a few days, and we're going to go up farther north. I see heat breaks if we go about another. If we get up toward, I don't know, Salt Lake City is going to be pretty hot too. But we're going to travel up north, try to get out of the heat, do some camping. So hopefully we'll have some videos of camping here soon. Heading over toward Idaho, like June 23rd, somewhere in there for a few days. Gonna visit my son and his wife and their new baby. So I'm become a grandfather, so we're gonna go up there and visit a few days, try to stay out of trouble. Don't get myself say something wrong, get myself in trouble. So we're gonna do that, and then hopefully we get a chance. We're gonna go see a concert in Salt Lake City. I think it's in the 26th somewhere. Foreigner. I'm showing my age. I think it's Foreigner and Styx maybe. In Salt Lake City, and then shoot back over to Burley, Idaho, and just some boat races that last weekend of June, and then it's up in there. Don't know. I know we're going to be in Sturgis in the first week of August, so kind of leaves July open. Hopefully we stay healthy and everything runs smooth, and we can stay up to the northern states, maybe shoot some videos and stuff of Yellowstone. We're going through the Grand Tetons. I just saw on the news some road completely got wiped out in Teton, so I don't know if that's getting into the park or where it was. It says it's going to be a couple of weeks, so I don't know if that's going to hurt trying to get into there or what. So I have to watch how that works. So, and then maybe by then head over toward Sturgis, and then have to be back down by Texas, down by Austin, and it's about 6 miles north of Austin, to watch Julie's mom for a few weeks when Julie's sister and her husband and their son take off. They're going to be gone for 3 weeks. So we're going to be watching her mom, and then after Texas, don't know where we're going. So maybe by then we'll find a place to live. But anyway, just kind of update on what's been going on. I've been yakking for like almost 19 minutes, but I'm sure a lot of people can relate, and not, all good. It's an adventure. That's what life's all about. So we keep on moving forward and take the good with bad, and try to have some fun this summer. So hopefully you follow along. We met another guy that's we met him, found him on YouTube and Instagram, and he was in Lake Powell this morning, and I can't remember his YouTube and Instagram channel. I did find it, and he's driving his Tesla Cybertruck across the nation by himself, all 50 states. So yes, see if you can find him on YouTube or Instagram. It's if I think of it, I'll share it. But he's going to travel all 50 states this summer, so should be interesting. So follow along on Instagram and YouTube and see where our adventures go. Our dog's hanging in there. She's getting up there, so she's got some issues with the heat when it gets hot like this too. Trying to keep her out of that topper I put on the back of the pickup and some of the older videos. It's pretty hot back there, so we're trying to find some cooler weather and hopefully get some camping videos going. So I will talk to you guys later, and everybody have a good night. All right, take care. Bye.